being at high is probably not recommended for the buffalo because they'll be drawing no cards at all. So that's a. So for purposes of demonstration, the zeros could choose to start at high, and dive down on the buffaloes. The buffaloes could choose to start at high, but they might wind up just diving down to medium with their change altitude step. I use this number 1 to mark this as turn 1.
Those damage markers?
Yes. But because these are the only number markers there are, I'm using a number marker for the turn number as well.
What's the big difference between the GMT edition and DVG's edition?
I don't know all the answers to that. Someone who owns the DVG edition tells me that the big change is that every card is playable as a maneuvering.
Okay.
So that will change your gameplay decisions.
I played against somebody who knew how to play this, and they destroyed me. And I couldn't figure out how to get them off my tail. They kept getting in better positions and stuff like that. I was trying to figure out the secret to this as far as do you hold back and try to use more cards toward the end of the game, or you try to use them all at the beginning and just get on the first game?
Well, there's a general principle for all games is that you don't necessarily play a card just because you can.
Right.
So part of the more advanced play is getting a feel to when you play your response cards in particular.
Right.
If you're only taking 1 point of damage, it might not be worth burning a response card on it. And save it for a nastier shot.
Yeah. Okay.
So, okay, have you got your altitude bid?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Medium high. All right, so we need to determine who is player number 1, and we have a counter to flip for that. All right, Japan you are element number 1. He is element number 2.
Right.
If you have multiple elements on the side, then you just alternate. So there'd be a Japanese 3 and an American 4, for instance. So there's a special rule for turn 1 where the wingman doesn't attack for the first player. So it's just as well that the Japanese are up at high. The wingman's not going to get to do anything anyway.
Okay.
So if you wish to come down and mix it up, then you need to descend to medium altitude. So put your high altitude marker aside and get to draw a card for that. And there's no bombing or strafing in this scenario, so now it's time to play some cards.
He goes first.
So the leader is now the leader can choose to attack the enemy wingman.
But he can't attack the enemy leader?
Right. Yes, in the neutral position like this, you can choose to attack the enemy leader or the enemy wingman.
Okay.
Your choice.
If he stayed at the high level, could they shoot each other?
No, you must be at the same altitude to fight.
Remind me what the bursts mean again?
The burst is how many total bursts you can fire in the course of your turn. So as it is, if you shoot at a neutral position like that, you can use 1 burst.
So I can only play a card with 1 burst.
Okay, unless you maneuver to a better position. If you engage a wingman, there are somewhat different rules for determining how many bursts you can fire against him. Whereas if you maneuver against the leader, you go in your positions with advantage and that sort of thing. Against a wingman, that doesn't apply. You have your base number of bursts, but you can improve it by playing maneuvering cards to add 1 burst per. But they're only temporary things. They don't give you a permanent position of advantage versus the leader. So when I play the game, okay, sometimes once in a great while I think, there may be some advantage to picking off the wingman, and then you've got a lone leader to deal with. But engaging the leader means you're. If you put him in a position of disadvantage like this, he can't shoot at you, and the wingman's kind of weak anyway. So my default decision is to maneuver against the leader, with certain considerations, maybe swaying me in the direction of the wingman.
Okay, I'm going to play my sights, attack the leader.
And sights for 1. Okay.
Okay. So
any blue card could stop that attack, but then you don't know what else he's got.
I can play barrel roll.
Barrel roll. So now the attacker could respond with a barrel roll.
So at the bottom of each card, it shows what it can respond against.
Yes, as you can see that it responds to in my sights or barrel roll.
Okay.
I'm going to respond to the barrel roll.
Okay.
You can almost see the planes kind of circling around.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So I can respond with Ace Pilot. That's worth using that quick.
Using your wild card.
Bit of an overplay in my opinion, but hey,
Okay.
yes,
We're learning.
because realizing all these things I've been taking for granted. This 3 that's up here, that's the number of damage that it takes to damage, put your aircraft in a damaged state, which is to say you flip the card.
Oh, okay.
And when your airplane's in a damaged state, you can see that its performance and possibly its horsepower get worse. And then the 6 that's up here, it's always facing your opponent. That's how many points of damage it takes to shoot down the aircraft.
Okay.
And in the tournament, you're wanting to at least damage enemy aircraft, because you get points for those. You get more points for shooting them down. So, seeing that 3 there, you know that you can take up to 2 points of damage without being degraded in any way. So
So his attack is
so
only
one-
1.
yeah, 1 point.
Okay.
A 1 point plink. No, that's not the end of the world.
Okay.
So that is Ace Pilot there.
But that
Ace
is-
my attack.
But that is a demonstration. Hey, it's all a
That's
demonstration,
right.
right?
That's good.
So unless you have an ace pilot to make that attack stick, your attack's been defeated. Okay, so all that stuff is. That entire exchange has been done.
America.
Have you got anything else to do to them? Now, there's something else I neglected to tell you. There is a card with a white border called Vertical Roll, and if you play it as an action card, then that will allow you to change altitude in the middle of your turn. It's not just at the change altitude step. However, if you climb, you still have to pitch a card to lose energy, and then if you descend, you're going to pick up a card.
And that'll get you out of his shot. Right.
Yeah. So sometimes there's a tactical reason to use a vertical roll, but a vertical roll is also a valuable defensive card. It's other than Ace Pilot, it's the only card that can beat Out of the Sun.
That's the sad thing about the good cards. They're always good for something else too. You gotta make
Yeah.
decisions.
Yeah. Some choices.
So if you don't have any maneuvering cards, then you're done shooting. Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay. So you have played 2 cards, right? So there's no need for you to discard any, because your horsepower at 2 is unmodified for being at medium altitude. You get 2 more cards. And then play passes to the Buffaloes.
All right.
Now, the wingman is at the same level as the enemy, so the Buffalo wingman can draw his offensive hand and choose to attack either the 0 leader or the 0 wingman.
Okay. So he can attack. He'll attack the leader.
Okay.
Huge attack die.
Yeah, so let's see what you got. All right, tight turn. Unfortunately, that's a worthless card. It's only a response.
Okay, so nothing happens basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So now you may choose to change altitude.
Stay where I'm at.
Okay. And you may decide who you're maneuvering against, either the leader or the wingman.
Leader.
Okay.
Okay. So play a card.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No mercy.
A tight turn would stop that. Let's see. Any responses? Okay. So you adjust the position of your leader so to show advantage. Okay. Continue.
Still my turn.
Still your turn. Yeah, you just keep playing cards as long as you can for a wish too.
Play an attack.
Yes, you have two bursts now.
We play vertical roll.
That will
Go down.
vertical roll as a response will not change your altitude. It's only as if you play it as an attack card.
Okay.
However, that's a good response card. So now the only thing that can respond to a vertical roll is another vertical roll, I believe, for ace pilot.
I got nothing.
So that attack is defeated.
He goes back to that.
Actually, no.
No?
You keep your position. Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're still good. Have anything else to do?
Nope, that's all.
All right.
I'm done.
So if you have less than 5 cards, you don't need to discard. Just draw one card. That was turn 1. Turn 2. Now the zero wingman does his attack. And he's
So, wingman draws off the top. Is that right?
yeah, he draws off the deck.
So who are you attacking? And leader. Okay.
And you get 2 cards. Yeah, you play it just like a hand. So if you have more than 1 card, you want to keep your hand secret.
Choose which one you want to play. You don't want to show me.
That's it. Now you don't put it in your main hand.
Like a mini hand.
Yeah, it's a mini hand. So your wingman hand is all by itself. Yeah, it's best to just put down your main hand. So maneuvering. Okay, so that gets out of the position of disadvantage. Unless you have something to stop it.
So that will help his leader get back
Yeah.
to the straight. Okay.
Yes. Yes, maneuvering in half loop is played on behalf of the leader, as it were. So now you're back to neutrality, and then the wingman's still doing his stuff. And now he plays his in my sights 1 burst for 2 damage. Pretty good.
I'll respond.
Full throttle. Yeah, that works. And the wingman's got no cards left, so that's guaranteed to defeat the attack.
You sucked his firepower down.
Yeah. And now he's a bit more vulnerable to the leader. So we'll take the cards here.
You gotta do your bonsai yell then.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. Wingmen just want to get lucky. That's all. Yeah. And now it's time for the leader to do his thing. Well, actually, first is change altitude if you wish. Targets are right here.
Sure. So this is for my leader.
Yeah.
Leader, yes. Like hope the sun gets his leader.
Okay, unfortunately, you haven't got the burst for it.
The first matchup again?
Three has a 3 burst card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got one burst.
Yeah. The only way you're going to be able to play that is if you're tailing.
Okay.
For 2 damage again. Whoa.
Nothing I can do about it.
Ah, so first blood. Decorated like that. Yeah. So you've used up your 1 burst, so you're going to have to improve your position to shoot again.
Okay, so I can't play another one first.
Unless you play a maneuvering to get advantage.
Nothing. All right.
So he can discard cards, right? And then draw
Yes.
back up.
Yes, you can always discard and then draw back up to your hand size.
Okay.
How many do you discard again?
As many as you wish.
My hand size is 6.
6.
Yes.
But once the deck runs out, is there
Just
any type of
reshuffle. Just
limitation?
reshuffle. Yeah, when you play with multiple elements, the deck will run out.
I'm discarding 2.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you draw 2.
Can you play multiplayer?
Yes.
Play more than one person?
Yes.
Sounds kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it can get a little weird if you have one guy at one end of the table, he decides to engage an element at the other end of the table.
Right.
But I've seen it happen. All right, back to the Americans.
Wait, can I draw up to 6 cards or just 2 discard 2?
Yeah, you
should have
you
six.
discarded too many.
I had 5.
You
I
had
discarded
5.
2. And I drew 2.
Oh well,
So,
yeah, you could have just discarded 1, and then this one. You probably pitched that one, right? Or did you play? You did. If you pitch that card, you can keep it. Because, you only want to discard such that your full draw will get you up to your hand size. You may as well not shorten yourself a card.
So you should have 6 now. Okay.
You good?
yeah.
Okay. So.
All right, Wingman does his thing.
So he's going to go after the leader.
Okay.
He draws 1.
Yep. And it is. Oh, out of the sun for 3. Oh, that's the Wingman from Hell effect.
I'm not going to take it. What you got?
Yeah. Going to take a vertical roller and ace pilot to beat that.
Well,
Hell.
he scores 3.
There we go. Three big ones. Woo! Flips him, and you can see he's a rather vulnerable fighter. He only takes 4 damage before he's dead. Now
This 3 plus 4? Like he's got 4 more damage to go, or is that
No,
3
he's
included?
that's 3 included.
1 more to go. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, you see that on the back side of this buffalo here. That's 6. So that's total damage. Yeah, the Wingman from Hell is a thing. Now, when he's damaged, he loses his agility. And my apologies for not having explained what agility is all about earlier. That's a special ability that some aircraft have, like the Zero. And the way it works in the game is when you are a phasing player, not responding, that is, you can play any card and call it a scissors.
Oh, wow.
And what scissors will do for you as an attack card is allows you to change a position of disadvantage to a position of advantage.
That's cool.
So it's something to think about if you're playing up against Zeros and they have their agility advantage. If you're advantaged over them, then you have to expect the scissors.
Okay. True. Makes sense. Okay. So now it's mine.
Now it's time for the leader, and he chooses.
Your leader, and he plays attack.
My sights for 1, which would be death.
So you got something that can. No response?
No.
Okay, well, we get to demonstrate a kill right away. What happens? All right, what happens is you will take the Wingman card as your trophy because every element has to have a leader.
Okay.
So this is the former wingman who has become the leader. Now you discard the entire hand of cards for the deceased leader.
That's fine.
Because they're probably crap anyway, right?
Right.
And you draw a new hand. Only it's one less than your performance. To show that it's 5 cards. You'll still get the draw back up to 6 for your performance, but that's just the initial shock of losing your leader, etc.
Okay.
And now that you've shot down a plane, that was the aircraft you were engaging. You can't engage another aircraft during the same turn.
Okay. Okay. Good.
So that will be it for turn 2.
Done anyway. So I draw how many now?
You'll draw 1 card. That's your horsepower.
Yay.
Completely out of cards? Oh yeah.
Leave it all out there.
Revenge could be sweet. Yes.
Not sure if
Yes, totally pans out on that one. Well, now that you don't have a wingman, decisions become easier.
Yep. So you go. Who you shooting at? Revenge.
Alright. You agree. Just position by 1. So he gets the leader.
He gets agility back.
So it makes him dead, right?
Right. So
Unless you beat it. Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you have 2 bursts, 1 plus your bonus.
So I'm maneuvering it further.
Alright. Go into play. My sights. 2 bursts. 3 attack.
The barrel roll.
Nothing.
Okay.
He lives to fight another day.
Fight, but I stay in my position.
Yeah, you maintain position, all right.
Okay. So now you draw up. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. We'll get 2 cards. We need these. Okay, back to here. Your wingman has only 1 target.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't I get 6 cards?
You should be.
Well, your maximum hand size is 6. However, your horsepower, that's your draw.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so he's going to obviously go after the leader.
Mm-hmm. And maneuvering. Okay, that would get back to neutrality if it sticks.
Oh,
Yeah, you always got to wait for the response.
I'm playing Ace Pilot.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's beaten for sure.
All in. We're all in here. Okay, so.
Now, well, that should just as well for demo purposes because now we have the change altitude step. This is a situation where you would benefit a great deal from descending.
So I can do that free of charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the way that would work is you put out your low marker in front of your, like that. So you get a card for that, just for descending.
Okay.
And now the 0, because he is advantaged, he has the option of following, but he will have to discard a card first. But you'll discard a card and get 1 back in the deck. In practice, it's usually no big deal because you've got 1 card that you can live without. Unless you've got a handful of great cards. Sure, that's a great card. you must have better.
Tough.
All right, so now you're decorated as low as well. There we go. So you still have a problem, Buffalo leader.
Yeah.
And because you're disadvantaged, you must maneuver against the enemy leader.
Okay. So I can play that.
Actually, no.
Oh,
That's
no.
that's simply it's only a response card.
Oh, it's only okay. So I've got nothing.
So there's nothing you can do. So you just skip right on to your well, obviously you're not going to discard.
So if you want at 2 o'clock, you've made the finals.
Okay.
Number 4, if you want to show up there.
Oh, you made it.
Congrats.
Here I stand.
Cool. Okay.
So in this combat command,
Because you're low, you get to add 1 to your horsepower and you draw 2.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the 0 is going to draw 3, but hey, boy, that's life. Turn 4.
Alright, so now I draw 3.
Well, not yet.
At the end of your turn.
Yeah, it's actually change altitude step, but I have a feeling you want to stay where you are.
Right.
And because you're engaged with an enemy leader, you're maneuvering against the leader. Though you can choose to engage the enemy wingman, in which case you give up your advantage.
I'm playing my sights.
That's for 2.
Respond with a type turn.
I'm gonna play scissors.
Scissors works against tight turn, yes sir. Oh.
Okay, so I've got nothing.
Yeah, this would have been an opportunity to use your agility as well. You can play any air. Oh, I'm sorry, I think it's a maneuvering and call the scissors. Or is it everything? I need to look. Where is it?
you're looking at following with advantage.
Yeah, I'm looking for agility.
Agility.
Yeah.
Here I stand.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I will.
I had it.
Hey, finals. You got a good shot at that. Seem to grasp it. So,
I had it.
another round of combat commander if you want. It's open. So.
Depends on how long.
Right.
Yeah, I had it remembered as anything, but I might be wrong about that.
Is combat commander 1 or 2? 2.
But anyway, you played a scissors card, and now you have to respond to a scissors.
I don't have anything that can respond.
Okay, that's 2 points of damage. So you will flip to the damaged side and become
Close.
your bad aircraft become a force.
Yeah. Got a little excited after his kill.
Any other cards to play, sir?
So you got anything else to do now?
Okay, so all this goes in the discard. And if you're 4 cards, well, you're going to get 3 cards for this. Wingman goes first.
Shoot.
Oh, you hit the jackpot on that one.
Alright, so
This will improve the leader's position by 2, unless an ace pilot stops it.
Okay, so he would go here and he turns.
Yes, you become advantaged on him.
Wow. Okay. Alright, so now comes the leader's turn. So he plays a maneuver.
Tight turn.
Okay. Now do I have to respond to the tight turn?
Yeah, you're responding to the tight turn.
Okay, I can't. Nothing to respond
Okay,
to.
so the maneuvering is beat. You got another maneuvering. Of course, you can play it.
So, okay.
It-
So I could play that?
Yes. Yeah, when it comes to red cards, you can play as many as you possibly can.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah,
play
so
another
there's no
one.
limit to
Play
maneuvering.
another
Wow.
Okay, so that's all I got. So end of turn.
Yeah, Mr. Agility is going to scissors on you. So you get two card draw for performance plus horsepower plus 1. I mean, and going to turn 5.
his agility that allows him to play anything. Is that what it is? Extra agility.
Yes, I had it right the first time. You can play any card as a scissors.
Okay. Remind me what scissors does again.
Scissors will reverse the advantage.
Okay.
So you basically got them where you want them.
Yeah.
That's one of the annoying
I'm
things
gonna
about
play
playing
vertical
scissors.
roll as scissors.
Okay.
And so you're responding to a scissors now. On a vertical roll.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
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 there goes that.
you're now disadvantaged.
now I'm gonna play in my sights.
Okay, I can't stop you.
It's just 1 damage. So
Yeah, it's just
I'm closer to
He's
that.
not dead yet.
Mostly dead.
got another burst. I mean, you have another burst to use if you got the card for it.
what?
Not with the cards, huh? Okay.
Oh, the frustration. Okay.
Alright, let's hit your turn.
All right. I need to draw 3.
Okay. So wingman.
Wingman. That's worthless.
Yeah.
And change altitude step.
So if I dive to very low,
You'll get another card.
okay, I'm gonna go very low.
Yep.
Go to the deck down. Get down low.
Sensible thing to do.
It's a
And
shorter fall.
Don't go any lower.
Right.
do you wish to follow, sir?
Follow
It's
it.
not the fall.
Okay,
It's
you,
a sudden
you
stop.
discard 1 card.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, I discard 1?
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
this card because you're chasing.
Yeah, because you're merely advantaged. If you were tailing, you wouldn't have to discard, and you get 1 back. Now what can you do? Buffalo.
All right. Can I play that? Does that help me?
Well,
Trying to.
you'd be changing altitude.
Oh,
Now you can't go down, of course.
If I go up, I'll lose
You'd be
it.
going up, and you would have to discard a card to do it. And he would be able to follow you, but it would be a very costly one. To follow a climb, you have to discard a card just for the climb, and you'd have to discard a second card for being merely advantaged.
Okay, I'll do that. That sounds kind of like. So
You could
then I got to
You
discard
could
one.
deplete. You will have to discard 1. Yes.
And
So
then
now you're at low, and now you're.
Pretty tricky move there.
Yes, indeed.
So you got to discard to follow, right?
Yes, you're gonna have to discard 2
Two.
to follow.
So if I discard these 2, do I get any back?
Sorry.
Do I get?
No.
Do I draw any?
At
Oh,
the end
is
of your
it-
next turn.
Yeah, it's only in your draw phase of the next turn will you get any cards back.
So if he doesn't follow, does he lose the advantage? Does that go back?
You will lose the advantage, yes. Sorry.
All right. Discard 2.
Okay.
Okay, then flip yourself to low. So Buffalo leader, you still have a problem.
Yeah. So that doesn't really help me.
That's correct.
All right. So nothing I can
Your
do.
nose is pointed the wrong way.
Yep. So.
So you draw
Okay.
cards.
A couple cards. So okay. All right.
final turn.
Tension builds.
Got to take him down.
0, Former Zero wingman finished the job.
No.
Got nothing.
No.
Yeah. If you got nothing, you may as well change altitude because then the wingman wouldn't be able to attack you. And we saw what happens when the wingman attacks you.
Yeah. Suspicious. Would it be better to go high or low to do that? To get away from the wingman?
Well, either way, you get away from him. But then the tactics would be how much do you like your cards? How badly do you need more cards? If you climb to medium, you're going to have to discard a card, but you'll get 2 back for the draw. And then the buffalo would likewise have to discard a card to climb up to medium, and he'd have less to play with. But then you'd have less to play with as well. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not a clear-cut decision in my view.
Is this the last play of the game?
This is the last turn.
I'll
Yes.
climb to medium.
Okay. So I've got to play discard following.
Okay, that will. No, he was advantaged over you.
Okay.
Yeah, so by climbing to a different altitude band, there's now no longer an engagement. So you're back to neutral.
Okay.
And if you got no other, there's nothing else to do, so you just draw your horsepower, and you're done. And now in the bottom of the 6th, the wingman has nobody to attack, and if you wish to engage the 0, you're going to have to climb.
Okay, so I'll climb to medium.
Okay.
That cost me 1.
Yes.
Okay. And now I can play.
Yeah.
That turn.
Scissors works against tight turn.
Ace.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Slips away.
That's all I got.
Well, you were toothless, but you were invulnerable. All right, so that is the dogfight.
Like it.
So the way the scoring goes is every fighter shot down is worth 5 points, and every fighter damaged is worth 2 points.
Okay.
There's bombers are worth more.